Hello, young people of God. We miss you. We hope that you find today's video to be hopeful and uplifting, and maybe you're going to learn something new today. I'm about to read a passage from Leviticus highlighting God's idea of what a fresh start looks like. It's called Jubilee. And so the backdrop, remember the Israelites, they were on that long journey of about 40 years with their leader Moses, and Moses didn't even get to see the promised land. But once they got to the promised land, God had a few more instructions for them. So hear what the Spirit is saying to all of God's people. The people of Israel journeyed through the vast wilderness for many years. Finally, they arrived at Mount Sinai where they rested. God gave instructions for their leader Moses for their life together in this new land. These were the things God said. In this land, we will practice Sabbath together. This will happen not only on the seventh day, but on the seventh year. For 6 years, we will do our regular work and plant seeds. We'll grow, prune, and harvest fruits. But in the seventh year, we'll let the land rest. Even the land needs peace and quiet. Everyone will be able to harvest and eat whatever the land gives us in that seventh year. In the 50th year, we will celebrate Jubilee together. This will be like the Sabbath every 7 years, where we'll let the land rest. It will be a fresh start for the whole community, the land and the people, and everyone will go to their own homes and be together in joy. It is a holy time, and we will be fed and nourished by whatever the land gives us. In this time, we will respond with justice by giving fresh starts. This means that we will be fair and honest to one another. We will take care of those who are sick, alone, old, or need help. We will welcome people who are from different countries, and they will be like family. We will work for people's freedom. We will all work together to help everyone rest and rejoice in God's abundance. I will bless the land during this time, during this year, so you do not have to work the land. I promise we will all be fed and nourished by the land's gifts. Now, when you think about the reading, and if I ask you what justice means, what do you imagine? Do you imagine a courtroom with lawyers and judges, maybe police officers in those courthouses? Do you imagine what happens when someone hurts you and they're punished for it? Do you imagine it's like equal treatment? Maybe everyone gets the same amount of food or snacks or time on the iPad? Often, God's ideas are very different from ours. God's idea of justice looks more like all the ways we've talked about compassion. It looks like seeing and welcoming each other. Maybe compassion and justice look like bravery and courage, being honest, perhaps loving ourselves, and maybe even just being present to each other. It means we see God's abundance. What does abundance mean? It means there's enough for everyone and more. We can be all of us can be welcomed at the table. We can be brave and trust each other. We can be honest with our hearts. We can give and we can receive care. And we can do the work with God to care for all of God's creation.
Hi, Miss Janet here as we celebrate our last stories for Compassion Circle Storytime. We've learned so much about compassion, how it begins with seeing, feeling, and welcoming, how it helps us to be brave, and how it is important to love and care for ourselves. We learned how it helps us to be open to people we encounter along the way, and to trust God to lead us. In this last Bible story, we explore how compassion gives us fresh starts through the beautiful tradition of Jubilee. After the people of Israel journeyed for so long, they finally came to a new land. There, they were able to rest, celebrate, and make a fresh start, trusting in God's abundance. Let's listen to another story about fresh starts. Our story today is called When Grandma Gives You a Lemon Tree. It's by Jamie L.B. Deenihan, and the pictures are by Lorraine Rocha. When Grandma Gives You a Lemon Tree. Oh my goodness. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, here comes Grandma. There she is in her little yellow car. And she's just about there. You were hoping for one of these. Birthday wish list, let's see, a robot dog, a drone, a computer, a phone, let's see, a remote control car, and what is this? Headphones. Oh my goodness. But surprise, it's a lemon tree. Well, what should you do when Grandma gives you a lemon tree for your birthday? Well, first of all, act excited. Your face should look like this, not this, and definitely not that. No. Next, say something polite. Try, "Oh, thank you. It's just what I wanted." Keep smiling until Grandma leaves or falls asleep. And do not harm your lemon tree. Don't drop it off a bridge. Do not tie it to your birthday balloons and let it fly away. And particularly, do not play ding dong ditch the lemon tree. All things you should not do with your new lemon tree. Now, listen closely. This is important. Place your lemon tree in a sunny spot. There's nice and sun. Make sure you don't overwater your lemon tree. And prepare for battle against intruders. And we're talking snails and puppy dogs. And when winter comes, keep your lemon tree warm. Put a nice scarf there. Maybe take it inside. And then wait. Reading a book about lemon trees. And wait. And wait some more. Oh my goodness, our lemon tree is getting bigger. We named our lemon tree. Our lemon tree's name is Lola. And once the snow is melted, it is time to bring your lemon tree back outside. Look at that lemon tree. It has grown. Well done. Oh, yes, you can go ahead, decorate your lemon tree or hide behind it. Come out, wherever you are. But you know what's even more fun? Picking lemons. Woohoo! Pick them, slice them, squeeze them. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze-a-roo. Ta-da! Now you have lemon juice. You didn't think I was just going to leave you with a bunch of lemon juice, did you? Of course not. Remember those gifts that you were hoping for? It's a good thing you're focused. There it is. There's that list. Remember that list? Well, gather these things together. First, the lemon juice you squeeze, some water, and then some sugar. And here's the recipe for lemonade. Get yourself a flashy lemonade stand and cue that dazzling smile. Look at all those people coming to buy lemonade. So many people to enjoy those lemons. Oh, ka-ching. Count your cash and head to the store. Here we go to the store now that you have enough money to buy all those things that you wanted. The computer, the robot, what else? We wanted a remote controlled car. But wait, what do we see over here? What did our friend buy? She is making a fresh start. She bought some gardening tools and a whole wagon full of new plants. Oh my goodness, and share with others too. Oh, there's Lola. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And there's her neighborhood with that new garden. I wonder if you can see the fresh starts and celebrations in this story. Our friend in the story certainly had her mind set on what she wanted to celebrate her birthday. But instead, she was offered a fresh start, a whole new way to celebrate. It turned out to include a lot more people and a whole new look to her neighborhood. What a gift. God knows we all need to celebrate and make fresh starts. Right now would be good. This song is a prayer, a compassion prayer. Let us pray. May we be filled with compassion. May we be filled up to the top of our hearts. When we have the power to make something right, may we show God's love. May we be shown compassion. May we be found in the center of peace. When we have needs that others can meet, may we find God's love. Amen. Hi, our activity today is more of a project than a craft. Taking the lead from our second story about planting a tree, we are not going to plant a lemon tree. We are going to plant some seeds. And I've picked some bean seeds. I'll show those to you like that. Some bean seeds. This is what they look like in the package. I don't know if you have any seeds at home. You could buy some, or you could get some from some of the fruits and vegetables that you have at home. Save the seeds out of them. Avocado seeds are always kind of fun to start, and there might even be some pumpkin seeds coming up pretty soon. Those would be fun to watch grow. So, we've got our seeds. We need a cup. Clear is good so you can watch what's happening while they grow. And a paper towel and some water. Okay? I'll show you what we're going to do. So I've gotten my paper towel wet. I kind of rolled it up and I'm going to put it in my cup. And then let's put those seeds that you've decided to grow. Beans come pretty quickly. In fact, if you don't, there we go, it's sitting in the wet paper towel. Got to keep it wet, and then keep making sure every day that the beans are wet, and then put them in the light, in the sun, in a window, and we'll watch what happens. One thing that I did was I soaked them in water sometimes for a day or so. That really gets them going. But this should work too. So let's go put our cup in the sun. Okay, here are our beans after a couple of days. Look what's starting to happen. I see some sprouting. Let's see if this one's doing anything. Ooh, little bit. Is there another one? There's one. Oh, fell down a little bit. Okay, we'll give it a couple more days and see what happens. Well, it's been a few more days. Let's see what's going on with our beans. That one looks like it's growing. Let's see this one. Oh my goodness. And these getting bigger. It's almost time to put these in some dirt. Let's see what happens when we do that. Pretty soon they grow into something like this. Little plants. I think I see something. Hang on. Look what we have here. Some beans. This little beans so far. Oh, I see some little beans, and there's a big fat bean. It sure is fun to see things grow in the garden. I hope you have good luck with your beans. We sang a prayer earlier, and now it's time to say our closing prayer for Compassion Circle Storytime. Let's get ready to talk to God. First, I like to light my candle. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Quiet ourselves for a bit. Let us pray. Joyful Spirit, your loving hands are always creating freedom, release, and fresh starts. Help us do the same today by caring for all living things with gentleness and care. Open us to humbly receive that same care ourselves. Make our hearts smile and our actions sing with your promise of abundance towards the whole world. Amen. Go in peace. Have a great week, and thanks for joining us for Compassion Circle Story Times.